Hell yeah, I am. How's that for an entrance?
Okay.
Come on. It wasn't bad for a dead guy. Huh?
Sure. All right. Hello. Welcome back to the Gamer Gear podcast. It has been quite a while. I believe was it late July? I think was the last time we really went through it. But now we're completely reinvented ourselves. Okay. We got new thumbnail style. We're going live, and I am joined today with the T-Man and Cultured Crusader. How's it going?
Yeah, we love to be here. Love to be here. I'd like to thank our Lord. Obviously, it's a nice Sunday afternoon at this point. Perfect day for a podcast.
Real, so true. All right, and by the way, make sure that if you haven't already, make sure you go into the link in the description, buy the Dragon's Treasure Tea, and make sure you have code MANIC for 10% off your order. And you're especially going to want to now because there's a special giveaway going until December 14th. Would you like to go more in depth, T-Man?
Sure thing. So, for this specific special giveaway, usually I do monthly giveaways, but this one's going to last 10 weeks because I managed to somehow get a hold of a PlayStation 5 disc version. And so that's going to be up for grabs for, whoever ends up winning. There's several ways you can get tickets. You can get multiple tickets. Obviously, you have to support me to do it. It's not this ain't no charity. But yeah, feel free to stock up for the holidays, for the upcoming winter, maybe gifts for some people. And for the love of all that is holy, please read the rules, because I've already had a few issues of people not reading the rules. And, well, the big one, which I emphasize, and I keep emphasizing, people are going to keep missing this, is you have to tell me you're going to enter. Because there's a lot of people who don't care about the giveaways, and are just trying to, buy some tea by themselves. I don't want them to be winning a PS5 if they don't want it. So you have to let me know after you buy some tea that you wish to enter.
Yes, that's a great deal. Little known fact, I do not have a PS5. I know the appearance of my character looks deceiving considering the light blue and the white aesthetic. But I think it's time we actually get into some game. Oh no. Hold up.
Classic building anticipation. You love to see it.
Okay, apologies for that. My bad. So let's go straight into Google Stadia, because this is something everybody forgot about, and I think this is very funny. So what was it, like 2018, 2019? This was coming. It was 2019.
Was it really? I guess it was. Yeah. It's been so long.
I mean, but so recent too to just kill it off.
True.
Yeah, you think maybe 2020 everybody's locked down. Maybe they could have gotten something from that. No.
Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking. I was like, when they first launched it, it was like the worst possible timing. But you would have thought that with all the chip shortages that were going on, no one could get a PS5 or a Series X. It was like, all right, Stadia's time to shine.
Yeah,
I guess not.
Yeah, that actually does make a lot of sense. Yeah, so Google is killing Stadia and will refund game purchases, which that's purely going from an article title. I don't know how to. Yeah,
it'll refund like all 3 game purchases. Gotcha.
Yeah, and like when I was looking up for an article specifically to reference, like I saw one like 2 weeks ago that was like Assassin's Creed is no longer coming to Stadia. I wonder why.
I mean, honestly, yeah, I don't even know what's on Stadia. I assume Skyrim at the very least, but I don't know anything else.
I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure if it's Skyrim.
That I refuse to believe. I refuse to believe there's a console that does not have Skyrim.
So Stadia will be laid to rest on January 18th, 2023.
All right, hold on. Let me mark my calendar.
Yeah, let's just pack watch on them right there.
Honestly,
for real. Let's okay. So this is a quote: "We will be refunding all Stadia hardware purchases made through the Google Store and all game and add-on content purchases made through the Stadia Store." So they're not giving like a time limit on that. They're not giving a time limit on that at all.
So we could buy Stadia right now, and you like go to town, get some refunds in a couple months.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like it's a scam. We could do a scam. There's someone smarter could do something with that information.
Because it specifies just like through the Google Store and Stadia Store. So I'm not even sure. Like, I'm assuming if you bought a game through the Stadia Store that was at a discount, then it would just, you'd get the discounted price back.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
now I kind of just want to buy Stadia. I think Google is. I think they're changing their marketing strategy. Yeah, it might be working on me. I don't know.
It'll literally just be a brick until somebody can like mod it or something to make it run Doom.
I mean, I buy it. I buy a brick. We all need a paperweight.
I've been trying to find out exactly how much this is going to cost Google. And I can't get an exact number, but right now estimates are around $900 per person. So they're probably going to lose, tens of thousands of dollars from this. Otherwise,
I'm not losing any sleep over. I mean, sorry Google. I know I'm on your platform. I take back what I said. Never mind. I am not saying that.
He's trying to cover his bases now. Now, Google, listen. Hey, Google, hey, listen. Is this even that much of a loss for Google? I doubt it. I doubt they care.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. They can write it off in taxes or whatever.
Probably.
Existing Pro users will be able to play free of charge from now until the shutdown date. The controllers are still useful as wired USB controllers, as a campaign is already starting to get Google to unlock the Bluetooth connection. So I thought this was actually really interesting. So Stadia controllers could become e-waste unless Google issues Bluetooth update. So this means the controllers are gonna be useless too.
Bruh.
Yeah, so Stadia users with controllers that, while once costing $70, that's a Switch Pro controller right there.
Yeah, I think that's more expensive than trying to remember when I bought like an extra Xbox controller, and I think I only paid like 60, but maybe it was around. I don't know, but it's like I don't know about that. I don't know if they'd be paying that much. But then again, you bought a Stadia, so I guess right. Like
normal. I don't know. Normal Xbox controllers, I think, could go from 70 to 80. At least last time I checked.
Mine might have been on discount. I don't know. I could have smooth talked the GameStop employee. Who knows?
Real. I remember the last Xbox controller I bought was used. So definitely, yeah.
That's fine. Nothing wrong with that.
But it said this article says, while once costing $70, will soon do less than a $20 Bluetooth gamepad. That
tragic. Actually tragic.
Actually, that makes me wonder. Could I just connect like other controllers and not have to use a Stadia controller?
Well, if this was like Apple, probably not. But it is Google, so it's maybe
you could connect like Xbox controllers to like an Android phone.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, we would only know this information if we bought a Stadia, but no one did. So
Yeah. I remember back when this was like about to release, I had this one friend in high school. Yeah, I am a Zoomer, by the way, who was like, bro.
disgusting. Can I leave now? I'm at the tail end of this, or the whatever. I'm like in the in between. I hate
the old man of the group.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not fun being me.
Yeah, so he was hyping this up. Okay, he was like, "Guy, I'm gonna buy Stadia, guys. It's gonna be epic. All right, like you can just like stream games that you paid full price for."
The Stadia hype is real.
I highly doubt he ended up getting it. He was, I don't know. There's probably some Nintendo game he opted for instead.
Yeah, I don't think I know anyone who actually got a Stadia. I mean, I think I could probably find someone who bought like the Ouya. Remember that thing? I feel like I could find more people who bought that than the Stadia.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I am one of the rare Wii U owners.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I skipped it. Fair. Didn't care.
Fair.
I got to switch though. Got
yeah.
that.
Do you know what I did right before we started recording?
You smashed the Wii U.
I modded my Wii U.
Oh, okay. Well, that's even better, actually.
Yeah. Now I can. Now it's useful.
yeah. Now it is certainly it is useful now.
Yeah, because like the one saving grace of the Wii U, even after the Switch came out, it was just, oh, I can play the virtual console games that haven't come to Switch, because the Switch virtual console is pretty bad.
Yeah, I really haven't used it because I'm like, I could use the Switch. I hear bad things about it. I already have like a little like My Boy kind of thing installed on some, it's like, don't really need. I don't know. I think I'm fine.
Yeah. With the Wii U, like that was how I first experienced a lot of N64 games, SNES games. Like it was good for retro games.
I got you. Yeah, I get to okay. The best selling point of the Wii U. Yeah, the Wii U games are pretty bad, but the old ones you can play on it. Those are pretty good. Honestly, a good selling point. Not gonna lie though.
Yeah, there were good games, but they weren't like console sellers.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Like everybody was swearing up and down about Mario 3D World. I didn't like that game on Wii U. I like it on Switch because the changes on Switch fixed it entirely.
I got you. Yeah, I didn't play Mario 3, but I know like my friend had what was it, Breath of the Wild on Wii U, I think, and it was just like the frame rate was pretty bad. He was he was smiling through the tears, but I was like, I don't know, dude.
Pretty sure when you close the menu or your inventory, the whole world reloads.
Yeah,
just like it's like Minecraft Xbox 360 edition.
Oh,
speaking of which,
that takes me back.
Minecraft was on Wii U, and it would have been a shoo-in to just have inventory management on the gamepad.
But they didn't do.
No, they didn't.
Actual bruh moment.
Yeah, for real. And also, it came a year later than it came to the PlayStation version.
Sad.
Yeah, it's just basically gimped Xbox 360 edition. Real.
So tragic. But, the 360 version, so many fond memories. So I would honestly not even complain.
Me too.
Just to go back to the old days.
Me too. So okay, but for a clarification on the controller, to bring this back, you can still plug the Stadia controller into the USB port on your smart TV, computer, or gaming console, and use it as a controller through a standard human interface device connection. So yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to connect it, with a wire. But one GitHub project reportedly improves the Stadia's controller's Windows function as an Xbox controller. So
okay, interesting.
So you have to emulate an Xbox controller with the Stadia controller to have it working well on Windows.
I don't. The absolute business sense that went into the Stadia.
What's really amusing, one of the things that's really amusing about the whole Stadia thing is they did not tell any of the other developers. So like Ubisoft and whatnot got completely blindsided by this. And they have a somewhat decent chunk of people who play their games on that and scrambling to figure out how they can transfer them over to PC or any other system. I just find it to be hilarious that this was just so poorly botched that everybody is either laughing or pissed off because
Yeah, I mean, right? You
horrible.
would think you'd want to just like tell as many game developers as possible in the hopes that at least one of them makes a banger title that brings people in. But I guess they wanted to go the surprise secret route, but didn't pay off.
There were exclusives, but then all the studios just got cut in a year.
Sad.
Yeah,
Big F in the chat.
So actually, that is now an interesting point. Will be: are these exclusives gonna be lost media?
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, we're gonna see YouTube documentaries in about like 10 years.
Dude,
Okay, the hidden gem of the Stadia you can't play anymore.
Wait, actually, now I have to like get a Stadia just to find out the exclusive games. Or
I'm telling you, this is all just a massive marketing ploy by Google to get sales on the Stadia.
Yeah, I bet. Like, how expensive do you think I could find a Stadia for? How cheap?
You could probably buy one for like what, $60 maybe. How much? What was the launch price? I don't even remember.
Yeah, that's a good. Okay,
I want to say it was like $250, but I don't know.
that's insane.
Yeah, but
that was like a 3DS post price cut.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. So, okay, that's giving me the launch date. And wait, it was November 19th, 2019. So that was like late. That was late in the.
No, I can't even tell my timelines anymore. Like that date feels wrong, but it also feels, I guess, right. I don't know. Now I'm just confused about when was the Stadia even out? Like,
Yeah.
when was that era?
It was announced in March of 2019, then released November the same year.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So, and by the way, there's a subscription. So if you want to play in 4K and 60 FPS, you have to pay $10 a month.
Beautiful.
And that's purely for the service. You don't get any games with it.
I can't see why the Stadia failed, frankly.
Okay, so Google was selling a limited Founders Edition version of Stadia for $129 in the US.
Okay, all right. So I'm highballing the Stadia. Clearly, I'm expecting too much from it. I guess it was only like $80 maybe, the standard one.
Yeah, because I was like, it's probably been cheaper than a Steam Link.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, and the Steam Link just literally got rolled into an app on TVs. So I mean, and Stadia's just gone entirely. So, and yeah, like there has been cloud gaming done somewhat right. Like there's the Nvidia cloud gaming, which it was good until other companies didn't like that. They were like Nvidia was just like hosting their games.
Right, yeah. I'm trying to think because I think Xbox has one, but I never used it because I just didn't.
PlayStation has backwards compatibility with PS Plus, but the backwards compatibility is like exclusively cloud gaming.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that. I thought that was like the dumbest decision.
Okay, to be fair,
it just feels so alienating.
To be fair, it's at least on a subscription thing. You don't have to buy the games individually just to play on the cloud. And then basically all the Nintendo Switch cloud titles, it's basically games that you could not play on Switch natively, like Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil 8, Kingdom Hearts, or no, you can 100% play Kingdom Hearts natively on Switch. I don't know what Square Enix was doing right there.
We just can't know. We can't know the minds of these companies.
Yeah, PlayStation 2 game could never be on Switch. Never.
Apparently not.
Yeah. But
Who knows? Who knows what could really Skyrim? They launched with Skyrim.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that. I was
Yeah.
so confused. Like, why are we showing Skyrim for the Switch? Why is this the one you want to leave? I mean, fine, I like Skyrim.
Well, you can play as Breath of the Wild Link Tunic in Skyrim, and you can play it with motion controls on the airplane.
Yeah, I don't know why you would really want to do that ever, but true.
Real, but okay. All right, I think this is where we officially move on to Cyberpunk.
Woo!
Yeah,
The sleeper hit of 2022.
real, dude, real. And so by the way, Culture Crusader did make an amazing Cyberpunk video. In case you haven't seen it yet.
This is true. It is the best one made. It's possible that I may have been a little loose with the spoilers of the first 3 episodes. I recognize that. I own that. Okay, we have different interpretations of what counts as a spoiler, but
yeah,
it's a good video.
Yeah,
I could have not said certain things, So fair warning to anyone who wants to watch that.
Yeah, I was surprised, what you said in the non-spoiler section.
Yeah, okay, all right. Follow my rationale, right? I figured the story was the thing that happens once he joins up and starts what the main focus of the show is the gangs and stuff, right? So I was like, okay, anything that happens before that should be fair game because that's just leading into this story. And now I realized upon reflection, I probably shouldn't have done that approach.
Yeah, your thing is oh yeah, it's say if you're to review Death Note, everybody knows Light Yagami gets the Death Note. It's something like that.
Right. Yeah. I was like, yeah, everyone knows, and I was like, yeah, he kills people with the Death Note. That's fair game. I could say that, but I do realize, I couldn't. I could have just not said, what happened, and then just led into he joins a gang. Didn't need to be so specific. I was really married to that knock at the American healthcare system that I was like, you know what, we're gonna spoil it because I gotta get the joke in.
Yeah, and then you immediately just flash frame America's still number 1.
It's very true. Very true.
Very yeah. You undercut your own joke, but only if you paused it.
Listen, this is all the process. This is the creative process. Every video a test, every video an experiment, and we learn things.
Real, yeah. By the way, Cyberpunk Edgerunners is good. You should.
Yeah. The real spoiler alert is that the show is really good. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I was talking because yeah. But by the way, I did my own Team Lucy versus Team Rebecca poll on my
nice
community tab. Yeah. It was surprisingly in Rebecca's favor.
Really? Okay. No,
Yeah.
I mean that's what I was expecting because I think I did one on Twitter too, and I think Rebecca won out pretty hard.
Yeah.
But on YouTube, I guess people like Lucy more, at least for mine.
Yeah. I guess. Yeah. It's all about your own audience, really.
Yeah, they're all a bunch of sheep. They saw me say I love Lucy, and they're like, "Oh, well, I guess I love Lucy too."
Yeah. See, I did not poison the well with who I said was better at all.
Yeah, completely unbiased, unlike me.
I did.
I had to lead him a little bit.
The animator, Ghost Handy, that animated that cool little intro. He asked me privately, "Is are you Team Lucy or are you Team Rebecca?" I won't tell anybody.
We got to know the insider scoop. Man's opinions.
Let me ask this important question. I am someone who never cared about Cyberpunk to begin with. Would the anime still be good for someone like me?
Yes.
Absolutely, yeah. I didn't play 2077. All I really knew about it was Keanu Reeves promoted the game, and I don't know, it's a dystopia that kind of takes what do you call it? Social. It's like I don't know. It was I knew bare bones stuff. I just knew the aesthetic and I knew Keanu Reeves, and that's about it. And I still I watched it and I absolutely enjoyed it.
Yeah, I was I remember it was the week of Cyberpunk's launch. It was right before it launched. I was I had the money in my Steam account. I was like, should I pre-order it? And then I
yeah.
No, this was my rationale for not pre-ordering it. Okay, I was like, oh wait, I should probably get it on GOG so I can support the developers more.
Okay, all right. That's a good way to go. That's a good way to go.
And then but adding money on or buying anything on GOG is much more difficult. Because like it's a foreign thing, so your bank is like, oh, somebody in Poland is like using your credit card.
Yeah. They're trying to look out for you, but you're just trying to be a good person. I get that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I ended up not getting it at all. Because I saw the video, like I'm pretty sure it's like a couple days before, or like the week of, there was an embargo on early.
Yeah, that's what really did me in, because I at that point I'd already made the conscious decision to not pre-order any future games, because I've been burned so many times, and then I saw like the same steps as Fallout 76, where there was like the you can't review the game, you can only say a couple things, and you can't show your own footage. And I was like, I don't know about this. It keeps getting delayed, and then they're like, no, we're gonna release it here, and I'm like, yeah, but what have we really seen? I don't know, man. It's not looking good.
Real. I will say. I may have ordered or pre-ordered the new Zelda game, Tears of the Kingdom.
We all have our weakness, we all have our moments of weakness.
Yeah, I feel like that's fair.
No, I mean, yeah, I feel like, I have less of a problem with pre-ordering Nintendo stuff because they haven't let me down.
Unless it's
lately.
a multiplayer game.
Unless it's a multi, yeah, but I don't really. Most of my Nintendo stuff's like, right now I'm a little hurting because I am a Fire Emblem fan, and I saw the new Fire Emblem, and I'm like, I don't know about that, but
I don't think
we can talk about that soon or late, yeah. Because I actually like that protagonist design, but we'll
listen. I'm coming around on Toothpaste Chan. All right, I'm not gonna. I'm still at the bottom of my heart. I'm still an enjoyer of interesting female designs. But
real.
I'm curious about like what that game's gonna be. But yeah, we can get to that in a minute.
Yeah, but yeah, I did not play Cyberpunk on like tabletop or on any console or anything. Like after launch, I saw just like the absolute crapshoot that it was.
Yeah, the absolute state of modern gaming.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure Crobecat, he does like those like infamous
the glitches.
He came back just for that, I think. And then
beautiful.
Then also I like Young Rippa. He was streaming it and on PS5, mind you, and it's been. It like he just made a compilation of it like crashing on him.
Yeah, I think though now, from what I'm told, the latest update actually made the game like pretty good. So maybe the anime will gaslight me into actually buying the game and playing it. But right now, haven't played it, and I'm holding out.
I might play it near because in 2023 there's gonna be a big expansion to it, so I think that might be the time to get into it in terms of views too.
True.
So true. And yeah, by the way, I have the Steam charts pulled up. I've had it pulled up for like the past 5 minutes.
Oh, nice. I know it had a revival. I know the numbers started going back up.
So this chart is the last 3 months. And in the last 3 months, it has not gone above 20,000 players until September 9th.
I wonder what happened September 9th.
Yes, and September 6th is actually it's like at 12,000, which is about where it like stabilizes. And then September 7th, 18,000. So that's a 6,000 player jump. And then you get, and it actually peaked September 25th at 136,000 concurrent players that day.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah,
it's gonna be the next No Man's Sky story, right? Where they
quite possibly
finally becomes game of the year that it was always supposed to be.
Yeah, and if we look at all time, you can see that it still doesn't hold a candle to like that launch week, because
Right. I mean, there was so much hype on that
yeah,
launch week.
November 30th, 800,000, and this is on Steam alone. So this isn't taking into account any other versions. But actually, do you know what's funny? Do you know what's funny?
What?
Cyberpunk 2077 came out on Stadia, and it was at launch.
Oh my god! It actually.
It was unironically the most stable version.
Was it really? That's kind of hilarious. Oh my god!
Yeah, it takes Google servers to run this game at launch.
Apparently. Did it look like the Xbox One version? Because I remember looking at that, and it was not fun to look at.
I mean, we're talking about memories from like 100, over a year ago.
Yeah, it's all in the void now.
I might try to look it up. Yeah. So a month after launch, it was at 225,000, which is just about double what it is currently. So
it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Not bad.
Yeah. So like maybe this is the beginning of the comeback. Maybe.
Right. I think it's piquing people's interest, and they're kind of waiting for how CD Projekt Red's gonna react, and like whatever they do next, I think that's gonna kind of determine the future of that game.
Yeah, maybe around the expansion, a lot of people will.
Right. Yeah. If that expansion is still a letdown, then I guess it'll all be for nothing.
Yeah. And by the way, do you see Studio Trigger or anybody at Netflix trying to milk Cyberpunk Edgerunners?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really looked too much, but I would assume they're trying to.
How often is there a good thing in which people don't try and milk it nowadays?
Right, that always happens. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of worried about actually with Cyberpunk is like I don't actually want a sequel. I think it was like it ended exactly how I would want it to end, and I really I'm glad it actually had an ending as opposed to most shows now where it's like sequel baiting.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let's just leave it as it is. If you want to do like a prequel, I guess I'm open to that, but I don't want to. Just don't really milk it. Don't do that.
Yeah. Well, okay. So I was actually talking about this with the animator aforementioned Ghost Handy. I kind of came up with the idea, like, what if Studio Trigger just does another independent cyberpunk story in that universe that's completely disconnected?
Interesting. Okay. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to that. I think that could also work too. Just like for the tone of the anime, because it was always already kind of like about not connected to the game, really, like in terms of like who's V's the main character, right? In the game, I think it's not really about that.
Like the only real connection is Adam Smasher.
Right.
And there are locations that you see in both the game and the anime, which is pretty cool, I will say.
Right. But yeah, it's like its own kind of separate story, which I think it's good, and I wouldn't be opposed to them doing that. I had envisioned like something kind of focusing on, I don't know, Maine, the leader of the cyberpunks, and just seeing his story. But if it wanted to do like just something completely different in that, in Night City at a different time, either before or after, I think that would be that would definitely be better than just making like a straight sequel. In my opinion.
Yeah, I came up with the idea because I'm so like amazing with my intellect.
Actually enlightened.
For real. Because like that's like the thing I'd be the least hesitant about. I would have, because like if somebody says, oh yeah, Edgerunners prequel or sequel, is like, oh no, don't mess this up.
Yeah, it's already like, it depends. Even with a prequel, it's like you could still kind of screw the pooch a little bit, and I'm not sure if I'd be in favor of that. I would just prefer a prequel over a sequel, because I'm like, I like how it ended. Don't touch that.
Yeah. I was about to say something, but that might spoil.
I am not trying to do any more spoilers. I won't say anything. Not saying anything. I'm just saying I like the ending. I thought it was good, and I don't want it like ruined by sequels.
That's why I think the best or the safest thing to do would be completely separate story
Right. Yeah, that'd probably be the best thing.
Okay. All right. I'll let you guys decide what we go with next. Nintendo Direct. We'll just do a quick recap, and then Sonic Frontiers. Which one should we do first?
Sonic Frontiers caught my interest, so I'd say go with that guy.
Okay. All right. Sonic Frontiers. I did like previously on the Gamer Gear podcast. This was right when that like June IGN footage released. I did not find it to be exceptional, which nobody thought it did. But the weird thing is, people are trying to do people like it's kind of the quality has objectively gotten better. I will say that, but it's almost like people's hopes are expanding exponentially because like the gameplay looks moderately better.
Well, have you seen the EGX gameplay stuff?
EGX. I mean, yeah, I still like this is Sonic Team we're talking about. This is Sonic Team, okay? Like they messed up Sonic Colors Ultimate. They messed up the collection earlier this year, which was like 30-year-old games.
From the way I see it, I'm of the opinion that, and this probably get me a little bit of hate. I grew up on Sonic, not Mario, so Sonic was my thing to go to. But at the same time, I feel like Sonic should just kind of die.
I can't imagine why you're getting hate for that.
But
Super cold take. Super cold take.
with that being said, this game actually looks somewhat interesting because they seem to be able to do a thing which I knew they had to do, but I don't know how they were going to do it. Basically reinvent Sonic while still keeping it Sonic.
Yeah.
And it still has a lot of the elements which make Sonic Sonic, but in a good way for once. So I'm very curious to see what the end result of this game is going to be. Also, to clarify, I also think Mario and pretty much every character of your childhood should die as well, not just Sonic.
So it's digging a hole deeper. No, I mean, like, I'm not like super big on Sonic and Mario. I played more Sonic games than Mario, but even then, like, most of my Sonic is Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, the peak of the series, frankly. Yeah. But I looked at. I remember it caught my interest. Just seeing like the New Frontiers, and I remember looking at it, and I was like, this doesn't seem like terrible. It just looks like something felt off about it. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like egregious. It was just like, yeah, okay. I guess
with the Game Awards trailer last year, like it did kind of look a little too like Unreal Engine-esque, Right,
yeah.
Or like Nintendo hire this man. This Sega. Yeah, I cannot trust it. See, I'm not. See, like Sonic Team would probably be a good reason not to pre-order anything. Anybody orders or pre-orders Sonic Frontiers in chat, or not Frontiers, Forces.
No. Sonic Force. I only watched a bunch of people play that actual. I don't even know what I'd call that. An experience, if nothing else. It looked interesting.
Dude, like there was a free weekend on Xbox for Sonic Frontiers. It was such just a nothing mediocre game.
Right, like that's honestly the worst thing it could be. Just like a meh, like nothing in the wind.
No, the worst part is it takes a really cool concept. Like, oh yes, like war, a bunch of old bosses coming back. It's like, it's crazy. The Sonic's getting tortured, but he doesn't act like it. He doesn't act like he got tortured for 6 months. Yeah, and now they can't do anything with that concept again, so it's very unfortunate. So yeah. Yeah, I wonder how many people are like, gonna play Sonic Frontiers as their first Sonic game because of Sonic 2.
Yeah, maybe. I guess it could ride off the coattails of quite possibly the greatest video game adaptation. I guess
Real.
not that the bar is that high, but I guess it's got that title.
Yeah, no, Reef should be Shadow.
Yeah, yes.
I can see that. I could get by.
Speaking of which, Koopa, but by Koopa chat, Koopa the Goblin Troopa for $2 super chat says Keanu Reeves should be Shadow. Just so we get the full acknowledgement there. Yeah, I forgot to say at the beginning. It's like, oh yeah, we'll take super chats at the beginning. Oh, and he gave me $20. Okay, all right, let's go. We're getting money. Koopa the Goblin Trooper says tip because I feel like it. Lol. Buy the Dragon's Treasure Tea. Splatoon 3. Daisy for the win.
I fully agree with the second sentence of that, especially. Buy the Dragon's Treasure Tea at dragonstreasure.com. Use code MANIC. Give yourself a chance to win a free PlayStation 5 disc version. And my pitch is done. Good night.
Real. Yeah, but by the way, I do agree with that entire chat. Besides Daisy, I'd probably put Rosalina above Daisy.
Good taste. It's good taste.
Yeah,
I mean, Daisy's better than Peach. This is just no.
Yeah, definitely.
Rosalina's kind of built it.
This reminds me of a horrible conversation I managed to walk into it was within this year, just a couple of months ago, about Daisy, Rose, and whoever the third person was. Who's the third princess?
Peach?
Oh, yeah. Daisy, Rose, Peach. Wait, was it Rose? Who are the three main princesses in Mario?
I mean, like, you could probably substitute one of them for Pauline, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
It was a... I'm going to keep this conversation PG-13. I'm not going to get into it, actually, now that I think about it. But
beautiful.
They were having a really interesting conversation revolving their lips and what those lips could do and what makes them the best princess because of that.
Bruh.
It's one of the reasons why I feel Mario needs to die.
I mean, that's fair. No, on that, I mean, like, the Sonic fandom is easily the worst. I mean, listen, I'll give Sonic Frontiers a chance, but I need to read the Chris Chan review first and see what his thoughts are. And if he gives it a seal of approval, then I'll pick it up. But
that dude's in prison.
I know.
Or like in court.
You don't want to request a leave. What's a leave of prison absence? I don't know what name for that. For what? Chris Chan needs to review the Sonic game.
No, honestly, I really think Sonic Team should visit him and get some feedback.
Just pay for Chris Chan's bail.
Honestly, have him be a voice in the game. That would be hilarious.
Oh, did you know?
Introduce Sonic Chew.
Yeah, did you know that in Smiling Friends, Chris Chan was gonna be in an episode?
I had heard about that. I didn't follow through with it, but yeah, I heard he was supposed to be.
He was originally gonna be the puddle of grease.
Beautiful. I'm trying to remember who replaced him.
Yeah, well, it's still the replacement voice actor, still sound trying to emulate Chris Chan.
Right. Or that trademark.
Yeah.
All right, I don't even know what it is. I guess it's a Virginia accent, but some kind of Southern accent that's just something's going on with it.
Yeah, by the way, Yoshkin for $5 says Yoshi is better. Self-advertising. Community night is tonight. Come and join Manic and all. All right, I'm assuming it's going to be Mario Kart for community night. Yeah, actually, maybe. We'll see. We'll see how fast I can upload this to Spotify after we're done streaming. So, but yeah, Sonic Frontiers. Yeah, and also there's pre-order bonuses and a digital deluxe edition because of course there is. So
I mean, if Sonic Shoe isn't included in the pre-order, then I'm not gonna bother.
Yeah,
there'll be more than enough mods revolving around Sonic Shoe.
Oh, there absolutely will.
They're gonna find a way where the mods will have more downloads than the game itself. I don't know how they'll do it, but they'll do it.
I believe.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So yeah, it's recently Sonic or Sega has jumped on the bandwagon of like these Ubisoft EA tier charts when it comes to like what content you're getting.
I
Yeah.
got you.
Yeah, because like with Super Monkey Ball is like, oh yeah, the digital deluxe for skins that you can't even use in multiplayer. So like, I don't get. They're like,
Yeah, I don't understand a lot of the. I think Ubisoft's probably the worst with that, right?
yeah,
Out of all
and I mean Anthem had an egregious chart.
True.
Yeah. Remember Anthem?
Yeah, they may not. I remember it. Okay, I was
Yeah.
interested. I wanted to like BioWare.
Yeah. So if you pre-order either version, you get skill points, red seeds of power, blue seeds of defense for both versions. But exclusive to the digital deluxe edition, you get Amy's memory tokens. So that's probably going to be glorified cutscenes. A portal gear. I don't know what this means. Chaos Emerald vault keys. Additional gloves and shoes for Sonic. And then
Okay,
yeah, a bunch of like in-game crap, and digital art book with 25 track digital mini soundtrack.
Okay, does the art book have Sonichu? Is one of the comics in there? Please tell me one of the comics is in there.
I highly doubt Sonic. Only for the Switch version. Only if you pre-order.
yeah.
Only if you pre-order the Switch. Wait, it's a digital art book, and like I'm assuming it's just gonna be a download key for the soundtrack. So it's like there's not really any, or actually, where are the physical? Wow, there's literally no benefits for the physical.
I feel like I mean I've only bought in like one. I'm trying to think. Like it wasn't even like the top of the line deluxe kind of pre-order one, but I remember like I got Halo 4. I got one of the higher level ones, and like they gave me like the steel case, which was probably the coolest thing. And I think for Reach, I got like Halsey's journal or whatever. But now I feel like, what's the point to a lot of these like deluxe versions? They just have crap no one cares about.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes they have like a statue or something, but it's like, I don't know. I just feel like they really there's no point. I don't know.
Yeah. Like technically, the last version I got was it was SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom.
Oh, beautiful.
But that was more so of a collector's edition because it had statues and SpongeBob socks.
Oh,
cannot pass that.
Big need.
Real. Yeah, and but before that, like digitally, I got South Park: The Fractured Butthole, and it was
lovely.
And the gold edition was like $100 at the time. And it's crazy now because like as early as 2018, you could or not 28 because the game came out in 2017. Because so I'm assuming like 2019, you could get the game in the gold edition, which includes like 2 packs of DLC for like $10. So like because I like that's before I knew Ubisoft games like their value goes down quickly.
Yeah, it really does. The company's going down. The quality of their games are going down. I feel
real. I don't know. Maybe Mario plus Rabbids is good. Who knows?
Maybe it's possible.
The first one was good.
Yeah, I heard the first one was pretty good. I didn't really pick it up. I don't play my Switch enough to justify more than Zelda, Three Houses, and Smash Bros. That's like the only 3 things I have.
Oh yeah, fair. I was like, it isn't like I don't know. Isn't because I'm not too big on the Fire Emblem, but like there's this one Fire Emblem YouTuber I watch. He said like Fire Emblem Three Houses. It was like made by a different developer, and it's basically like it's the sword and shield of Fire Emblem.
Yeah, it was kind of like half and half. So id Software, they handled like the normal Fire Emblem combat stuff. But there was this whole overworld that was like, I think they copied Persona. I think I never played Persona, but I think that's basically what it was because you had like the school, and they would so I can't remember what company it was. I feel like it was like Tecmo, or I can't remember what the name was, but another developer like
Tecmo.
Yeah, that's it. They basically just handled that whole like the university, the school. Which, by the way, I mean, leave it to the Japanese to have you play as a professor who's only like 17, 18, and then you just start romancing all the students. Beautiful setup. I see nothing wrong with that. But
Real.
yeah, so it was like half of the game is made by one developer and the other half is made by them. It was like outsourced.
Yeah, it's yeah, I watched I do not, I was like saying it's like I do not want to say this live, but I watched the end of Evangelion
Oh, beautiful.
last night. And yeah,
Literally favorite anime right there.
Yeah,
especially that opening.
the kissing scene.
Oh, yeah, beautiful. Yep.
Yeah, it's like, she was basically like his mom, and then she's like,
so you're gonna go in there, you're gonna tell the judge you were giving Shinji the motherly love he never got. That's what you're gonna tell him. You'll be okay.
All right, yeah, but I think we should probably live up to the title and thumbnail. Overwatch 1 and 2. There's a bit of news on both. Namely that Overwatch 1 no longer exists. You can no longer play it.
That's real. Okay, I was wondering about that because like I do not care about Overwatch 2 in the slightest. Like I saw I think I saw like Video Game Donkey's video on it a while back, and I was like, this looks not it for me. Because I've been disenfranchised ever since they reworked Mercy. However long ago that was, I stopped playing.
Because like at this point, like some heroes got multiple reworks. To clarify, was that when she had her revive was moved from her ultimate to her single?
I missed the ultimate revived the whole team at the end of the match. It was such a great mechanic. If you disagree, you're just objectively wrong. It was part of the game. I miss it, man.
Okay, yeah, may I ask what rank were you in Overwatch?
I don't remember. Because I don't think I was like that high. I didn't play it too much. But yeah, I don't even remember. It's been so long.
As somebody who was in Masters and peaked at Grandmaster.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, I never got that high.
Yeah. And I started off in Platinum, and then I climbed up there across like multiple seasons. It was bad. It was bad, especially in those like if you're in that like diamond range, because that's when like
I think the highest I got was diamond, and
yeah,
just
that's when you get a mix of people like caring and not. So that's kind of like what made it kind of not epic.
Yeah.
Like people just like wait around the corner. Okay, I gotta get my achievement. I gotta like resurrect everyone.
True. I literally got that first day, so if you can't get that, then you suck. That's my take.
I did get literally every hero achievement besides the Widowmaker, like headshot somebody while in midair.
I couldn't snipe to save my life, but that wouldn't stop me from taking Hanzo when people annoyed me. Just, why not?
Yeah. So like yesterday, before the server shut down, what I did is I went back onto my Xbox. I have not used my Xbox One for gaming in a year, maybe.
Beautiful.
It's been a long time. All right, and yeah. So, but the thing is, I haven't played it in so long. I had to update Overwatch.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Update and then they just immediately yeet it.
Yeah. No. So. But then, like, I went into the game for one last time on my Xbox. And, to open the game, I had to make a Battle.net account just to open the game on my Xbox. Because, like, it required a Battle.net account now, even on console. Because on PC, obviously, you're going to need a Battle.net account. On console, that was not the case.
Right, yeah. I don't know why so many games now are just... They're doing that. I didn't play the Modern Warfare 2 beta, but apparently you had to like sign up for their online thing and give them like your phone number or something.
Oh,
why are we doing this? Just let me play, man.
See, because I covered Overwatch 2 requiring phone numbers. And
is that a new thing now? Are games just doing that now?
Both are from Blizzard Activision. So
Of course.
I think it might just like this is gonna be the start of it, because remember Overwatch like originally made loot boxes popular.
It's true.
Originally,
They serve the Antichrist. This is known.
exactly, and little did we know how it would go after that.
I know. I remember like when the loot boxes first came out in Overwatch. I don't know that anyone really. I mean, I certainly didn't care that much. I didn't think it was just like a little added bonus, for me. And then eventually, somewhere down the line, I don't know if it was Overwatch itself that did it, or just when I was playing so much and I realized, man, I'm getting I'm getting nothing out of these things. Like eventually, there was a turning point where I was like, I take it back. I hate loot boxes.
They did rework the loot box drops at some point. I don't remember when. So you would get like 75% less duplicates, and when you did get a duplicate, you'd get more money.
Gotcha.
And I like that kind of did save the mechanic right there. Which, for loot boxes, that was pretty good.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, if only they did it, earlier.
Yeah, if only.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this for someone who has never played Overwatch but has kind of followed it just because of a what's the right word? Not a philosophical reason, but for a standard game. Just think how to word it. So in the future, when I start doing my own game designs and whatnot, I know what to avoid and what to do. That type of energy. It seems like the game pretty much went to hell when they introduced that one female character who was like a tank healer damage.
Bridget.
That's the one, Bridget.
That's when it got like to critical mass. It was boiling to that point for probably over a year until that point. That might have been when you've got exposed to it. It trust me, it was getting bad long before that.
Yeah, I remember most people were complaining about May. They wanted a May rework, I think. I remember when they nerfed Diva into the ground, and then I think eventually they buffed her back up again.
The ice, right?
Yes.
Yeah, May's the ice one.
All right, so for all of the problems that came about in Overwatch 1, when they redid the class roles and you had to queue up and on and on.
It did not.
What exactly does Overwatch 2 actually fix with all the biggest issues that would existent?
Okay, so in Overwatch 2, it is free to play, but you do have to pay for single player content. It is it's 5 teams of 5 instead of teams of 6 now.
That's so weird.
Yeah,
free to play except for single player content.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of like Halo Infinite's the same way. So I feel like that's the way they're trying to go now.
Because like you can tell throughout the past few years, there's been a bigger segregation in single player and multiplayer content. Because now really, it's just like you get like the Fall Guys single, like multiplayer only, and then you get like an RPG. And
I'm one of the few people that just does not like multiplayer in general. Because I'm not a guy who's got enough time to play games, and it seems like most games are multiplayer. It's a matter of practicing the exploits instead of enjoying the game.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. Like I prefer single player games. Even when I play, like Halo's my favorite like game series, and even then I'm still like I prefer the campaign and just messing around on the levels. Yeah. So it kind of sucks right now.
Yeah, and Cyrus McCormick in chat says, "Pay for single player content. What is this, Fortnite?" And yeah, like and that was because the battle royale that was free, and then Save the World was paid for.
Yeah, and I don't even know anyone who paid for Save the World though.
No, so most of the people that I know paid for it. It was purely for V-Bucks because you could earn V-Bucks in Save the World. Yeah, so that was mostly it. And by the way, Bridget came out like in March 2018. So yeah, that's 4 years ago at this point.
Yeah, that was a minute. That was a minute.
Yeah. I was in the like healer and tank intersection really, but mostly healer for the most part. But I did play a lot of tanks. I like
Nice.
Brigitte would have been right up my alley if it wasn't right at the point where I was just like falling out of love with Overwatch.
Yeah, that's fair. I picked Mercy because I saw her and thought she was cute, and then I decided to just play her all the time.
See, I think
Literally my thought process.
yeah, but yesterday when I was logging on Overwatch for the last time, it was purely just a screenshot all of my records in that.
Yeah, because I guess that's all. I don't know that Activision Blizzard has any way to access your old stats on their website.
Something I've noticed with a lot of these multiplayer games like Overwatch, League of Legends, Valorant, etc., is the dev teams, for whatever reason, I don't know if there's a reason behind the scenes that I am just not privy to, but this is driven me insane because I've followed these games for, fuck me, over a decade now. They never seem to want to do little changes to characters. Every single patch notes is like, okay, we're going to take this character who's a little bit too strong, cut the damage by about 60%, and make it so they can't spawn again. And then we're going to not conclude any changes to this character who has not been played for the past 6 years. I don't know why these games keep having to make these giant, massive changes to characters instead of just trying to tweak them a little bit. Just lower the damage by maybe 2%. Lower the health by just a couple of points. Because I can't remember off the top of my head, but I saw the changes they did to Bridget when they were nerfing her, and it was just so massive it blew my mind.
Yeah, do you know what game does do very small, insignificant changes?
Which one?
Smash Ultimate.
The peak.
Real. Like I remember in Smash 4, because Bayonetta, when she came out, she was broken, and then even after the nerf, she was still the best character.
All right, so compare her to Brawl Meta Knight. How broken are we talking?
Oh,
I didn't play Smash 4. Skipped it.
Yeah, because you didn't have Wii U. Brawl Meta Knight.
Yeah, I wasn't cool enough for Wii
U. so Brawl Meta Knight is definitely, I would say, better because Meta Knight is essentially a melee character in Brawl.
Right.
That's how he plays. And also, Brawl had an exclusive gliding mechanic, like say Pit, Meta Knight, probably some other people had it. And then that was
Peach had it for some reason
with the umbrella.
Yeah, but like if you can't, I think you could cancel it and then like just glide randomly.
That might be a separate mechanic.
Might be.
That's just part of her up B. But like they removed gliding entirely in the next game. So yeah, Meta Knight was broken. Bayonetta was too. yeah, that was pretty crazy. And then I don't know, maybe Brigitte. No, this isn't at all comparable, but Brigitte probably also broken. Okay. Do you want to know my golden guns in Overwatch?
Let me hear him.
All right. Lucio, Reinhardt, Diva, and Orisa and Moira, I think.
It's not bad. I think I only had Mercy.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if I had anyone else.
The weirdest thing is, I was like, when I was looking back, I had like 20 away from 3,000 or however many it took to unlock a single golden gun in like competitive points, which do not abbreviate competitive points, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I learned that also with Cyberpunk. Yeah. I was like trying to abbreviate. I was like, wait a minute, I don't think I should do that.
No, yeah, don't. So.
We have fun.
I remember back in like 2019, there was a bunch of channels taken down for having CP in the title, but that mostly
that
was mostly affecting Pokemon Go channels.
And, they have CP. Yeah. Man, there's a lot of CP.
And Club Penguin.
Oh, Club Penguin. Never forget. The real reason they had to take the servers down.
Yeah, for real. They couldn't have had it over any other bird.
Apparently not.
Dude, imagine if it was like Club Seal. Like it'd be CS.
that sounds like a fan game. Like some edgy reimagining of Club Penguin, and everyone's just a leopard seal attacking penguins. If someone hasn't made that, please make it. I'll sign up.
All right. Yeah, we'll play it. We'll play that day one.
Absolutely.
Okay. I think the time has come. Oh, and by the way, Lucio is my most played hero by a lot. By the way, just thought I'd put that out there.
I mean, it's fair. It's fair. Yeah. I played him a little bit. It's not bad, you know.
I was a full on Reddit Lucio with how I could just jump off walls and stuff.
Beautiful.
It was great.
Nice.
Amazing.
It was fun just like yeeting people off with his, his whole push thing. You know, that was always fun.
Real. Okay, but I think this is special because when I was inviting the team, man, it was mostly because of the PS5 promotion, like link in the description, dragonstreasure.com. but the last time the T-Man was on, we talked about the G4 situation, and that was episode 10, I believe. But we have an update to the G4 situation, as in there is no situation. Frosk is done at G4 less than a year after being hired to help lead network revival. This is another pack watch moment. Frosk is gone.
Okay, so now my understanding, because I was never too big into G4, but all I remember, like hearing about when G4 came back, was I remember they released some video, and at some point they started just going like, we want to talk about, I don't know, sexism in gaming or something. And if you don't like it, then don't watch. And the second I heard that, I was like, all right, it's over. It's over. Back it up. It's over.
And like, I don't know, weird thing is like they have like Gerard of the Completionist on their cast. And
right, yeah.
And like
they got some talent.
And also like on the TV, because you know how like Scott the Waz has like, you know, he appears on TV now.
Right.
That's through G4, I believe, like their TV channel.
Okay, not bad.
So
there you go.
So I mean, it's like they had something going for them. They had some. Then Frost just like, you know, dynamite to it.
It just tanked the whole thing.
Just yeah.
So sad.
I never really watched G4 either. That was a little before my time.
Yeah, it was during my time, but I was ashamed of the gamer mantle, and I didn't. No, I don't even know why I didn't. I think I just didn't watch it because I was like too busy. I don't know, rewatching Red versus Blue or something.
I didn't watch it because I thought it was boring even back then.
Sure, that might have been my opinion too. I don't know.
It was, I was like, okay, Olivia Munn is like scantily clad. That's it.
Sure, at that point, I didn't care about women yet. You know, I still don't care about women, but at that point in particular, it was like, ew. Women are gross. I don't care about this. Yeah.
Don't focus on the women. Focus on your training.
Exactly.
That is most important.
Real.
So true.
There is one aspect about Miss Frosk's firing that makes it just so much more delicious. And that is G4 was letting out a lot of people, just laying them off. And Frosk was not initially in the first wave of people being laid off. And she made a really tone-deaf post on Twitter, basically saying, I survived. Almost kind of mocking the people who were let go.
Yeah,
and then just,
I pulled up
just
tweet
1
right
week
here.
later. Yeah.
Yeah, so let's play some games, yo. And then it's I forgot like the dank glasses meme. I don't even, like, what is this?
The deal with it.
Deal with
Pixel
it.
glasses. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Why would you post this willingly in 2022? Unironically. And September 15th, and then her tweet saying, "Thank you so much to G4 TV and the talented X-Play and esports departments. Loved working with you guys. Gonna especially miss Gex." That was September 20th. There's a 5-day difference in those tweets.
Bruh. That is justice in action, right?
Just, dude, well deserved for real. Yeah, so now Frosk is gone. And I like to point out, Adam Sessler, he blocked me. on Twitter.
Sad.
Well, I mean, I forgot what I did, but chances are I was poking the bear.
Fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I know 2 accounts that blocked me. Especially like blue check marks. Adam Sessler and Jason Schreier.
Oh, I mean, well, Jason's like that's well earned. That's a badge of honor, frankly.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. No, like what he did was like he was saying something how I was like, oh yeah, like I hate how when like you say like you're bad at a game openly and people are like skill issue. And then, he quote tweeted saying, I swear the amount of people saying skill issue to this thread. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go in there. And I put in an edited sticker of Rosalina from Mario Party Superstars, and where Ben said she was saying skill issue.
Bruh.
Wait, what was the game that he was saying this on?
No, I don't know it specifically, but he was just attacking gamer culture for saying skill issue. Yeah,
But it really is a skill issue.
It really
if we're being real. If we're being real.
I mean, if it's not a skill issue, it's a shit game.
Yeah.
True. Literally true.
Oh, dude, I forgot, dude. Okay, so Amaranth hosted G4. It like earlier this year.
Did she really?
Yeah.
Okay.
This was back in March of 2020 or 2022. Crazy. Yeah. She, she's doing the classic hot tub streams, but instead it's a ball pit.
Innovation in the genre, finally.
Yeah, real. So,
Women.
Couldn't have said it better.
yeah,
Why don't you include us in games? Here's a platform where people can literally not know that you're a woman if you wish. Look at my tits.
Very
Thank
true.
you, women.
Real. Yeah, last time T-Man talked about women and Frosk, we got demonetized.
Beautiful.
Yeah, but we're
I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best to hold back.
I enjoy women. The least feminine ones apparently, though, for the most part.
Hashtag not all, but the certain genre of women I'm referring to. You all know the group, even though the group does not have a specific name as of yet.
most genres.
True. Hashtag most women. Not all women. Hashtag most women.
Yeah. Cyrus McCormick says, Manic, now's your chance to take over the company.
True. This is the prime opportunity.
Yeah, is there stock, or I don't know. I know there's a parent company that owns G4. I want to know if what's the stock looking like. That'd be pretty funny. Yeah, but that was the bruh moment at G4 TV. Just like, I don't know, why would you do multiple rounds of layoffs? I feel like that would kind of like desecrate the culture. Because
I don't know. You would think you'd want to just rip the Band-Aid off, right?
Yeah. Because after say 2 or 3 rounds of layoffs, what's gonna be the psyche of everyone that's left?
Yeah, honestly, they're just gonna be counting their days.
Yeah. They're not gonna be all too invested. I would think. But okay. I think now's the time we go over the Nintendo Direct that happened a while ago. But this is the return of the Gamer Gear podcast, so naturally. But let's start off with Fire Emblem Engage, because we have a Fire Emblem aficionado here.
Really hyping up my title of I played 4 or 5 games and I like them.
Well, I mean that's more than
It's true. I did play Heroes too.
That's more
I guess
than
that
you
takes
can
my concern.
legally buy right now.
True.
Out of because with the 3DS and Wii U eShop closure, you can literally only buy 3 houses and then later on Engage. And there was that original NES game, but that was like a 6-month deal.
Right, yeah.
Can't get it anymore.
Yeah, I mean full disclosure, my favorite Fire Emblem, for anyone who cares or knows them, is Sacred Stones. I am a Sacred Stone simp. Okay, it's the best one. GBA, a classic. But yeah, I watched the I didn't watch all of the direct. I only care about Fire Emblem.
You can play Sacred Stones on Wii U. That was on the Virtual Console.
I mean, I could do that, or I could just,
And also with the 3DS Ambassador program. This is when you bought a 3DS when it was expensive, and it was basically just as expensive as a PSP. But then Nintendo like dropped the price, and then it was like, okay, as a token of our thanks to everyone that bought the 3DS at full price, here's 10 GBA games and like 10 NES games.
I mean, it's a good deal. Yeah, I'd take that.
And by the way, there is no other way to get access to those 10 GBA games on the 3DS.
I don't like that.
Yeah, there's no other way. It was exclusive to the Ambassador program. Those were the only GBA games you like. like Nintendo didn't have a Virtual Console for GBA or GBA on 3DS. Which was
classic Nintendo.
Okay, because they did have Virtual Console for GBA on Wii U.
Interesting.
Yeah, but yeah, keep going with Fire Emblem.
Oh yeah, okay, right. So I saw Engage, and I'm a little hesitant to So the thing is, a lot of people, I was checking Fire Emblem Twitter, seeing where they were standing. And a lot of people are kind of upset with the art direction, not just Toothpaste Chan, as I'm going to call her, with the crest colors. I've warmed up to the designs a little bit, but I'm still I just miss the old visual style that Fire Emblem used to have. There was even past the GBA games, I still like Awakening. Probably a controversial opinion. I think it's a good game. People seem to really dislike that one because of what it did for the franchise.
If the game didn't come out, the franchise would be dead.
Yeah, it's literally Awakening is S tier because it literally saved the franchise. That's what the S stands for. It was going to be the last one, but it was good, and that's why we got. But anyways, yeah. So I'm concerned because I'm hearing rumors about Engage taking a page out of Fire Emblem Heroes, which is like the mobile game they got, and I don't dislike Fire Emblem Heroes, but I don't even play it anymore. And I hope it's not like a monetized kind of loot boxy, luck based. You want to get all these heroes, and if you want this particular hero, you're going to have to buy this pre-order bonus or pay extra, wait for DLC if you want this version of Marth, or if you want this version of Lyn, or whatever. So it's too early to really have a clear opinion on the game. We haven't seen that much at all, but I'm skeptical. But I want to be optimistic still.
Yeah, because I've heard that Fire Emblem has leaned more into the anime aesthetic over time.
Yeah, it has, and I'm kind of okay with it, even though I do prefer the old look. My bigger concern is that they are moving more in the direction of Three Houses and less in the direction of the older titles. And this is coming from someone who likes Three Houses for the most part, but that game is not really a Fire Emblem game in the traditional sense, Yeah. So I wish they had. The game's not out, so maybe they are, but I hope that they kind of bring back, the emphasis on permadeath and on character level up. And less of a focus on classes and skills. Class is fine, but a lot of modern Fire Emblems are skill based, not the get good skill, but literally okay, this class is this skill, and so I want to try to maximize the amount of relevant skills for a particular map, instead of it being okay, I have this many class units and I'm gonna use them strategically. And I don't know. I just hope that it plays more like a traditional Fire Emblem, even though I don't think it will.
Yeah. So because Three Houses removed the weapons triangle, correct?
It did. Now technically that was already kind of removed with Echoes, which came out 2 years before, 3 years. I don't know. It was it was a remake of Gaiden.
Yeah,
it was a really good game.
It was released on 3DS after the Switch came out, so it might as
well
not have existed.
Yeah. It kind of sucks because it was a really good game, and it did have some problems that Three Houses kind of just took with it, because Three Houses has the Divine Pulse where you can restart time in between turns, and correct your poor brain, your terrible decision making. And I don't like that feature, if I'm being honest. I want to just hard reset my game every time a character dies. Really, I mean, the way I play is like I think you have to play into the permadeath, and modern Fire Emblem doesn't really care about permadeath anymore, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, I'd because from what I've heard, Engage is bringing back the weapons triangle.
It is, but I think it's like, I just going off the trailer, it looks a little weird. I don't know if it's like based on the skills that are not fully developed yet, but it looked like a weird kind of layout. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I think it's bringing it back, but I think it's probably gonna mess around with it again. I don't know.
Yeah, hopefully with the one developer, gets kind of roped back into the original, at least 3DS style with intelligent systems.
Right. That would be the best case scenario. Keeping my expectations tempered so that I'm not, left in a debilitating hole of despair upon release. But I still think people are being a little too harsh on it right now, and I think as time goes, when we get more information on it, it'll probably be all right. Probably.
So okay, this one's quite an interesting one for the Nintendo Direct. Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe. So it's like a semi remake remaster of a Wii game. The aesthetics look different. It the outlines are a bit thicker, and you can play as, because in the original game you'd play as Kirby. Player 2 would be Waldy, DED, Meta Knight, so on. But in this, you have the option of doing that layout, or all four of you can play as Kirby's, which means all four of you can access copy abilities.
Okay, I mean that's something. That's fun.
Yeah, I mean it's cool. It's not like $60 Wii game cool, but
yeah. I mean that kind of reminds me of when they released Super Mario Galaxy, and then they made Super Mario Galaxy 2, and it was just like a retelling of Super Mario Galaxy, but at least the maps were different.
Yeah,
but it was
it's a new game. It's a new game outright.
Interesting.
But
Nintendo.
Okay,
I'll
tell you right now. Super Mario Galaxy 2 is my favorite game. Okay, I will not.
I mean, no, it's a good game. All right, I personally, my only problem with it is I just wish it. I don't like how it handled the story side. You know what I mean?
Fair. I
would, in terms of the maps, it's better. But
Kino,
true.
You could also make an argument that Galaxy 1 has a better atmosphere to it.
Yeah, I did just kind of exploring the space station, and that's where I spent most of my time, just wandering around.
Yeah. To be fair, I did play Galaxy 2 first, so that may have
bias. Disregarding all of your opinions. Bias.
Oh, well, I mean, it's the Sonic Adventure 1, Sonic Adventure 2 debate all over again. Really.
True.
It's true. It's just it's literally just oh yeah, what age are you? What age are you? That determines which one's your favorite. I mean
that's usually true, and it's definitely true for me. For I prefer Sonic Adventure 2. But the only one that's a little different is Pokemon, I think, because I think technically Emerald is supposed to be my favorite, which I really love Emerald, and that's the first Pokemon I had, and that's the one that's that was my generation, Gen 3. But I guess it's kind of cheating. But I would say Fire Red is more. But that's still that's Emerald's engine, just a better version of Emerald.
That's the year before, or is it year before?
I think it came out 1 year after.
Yeah,
or it might have been I think because it was still yearly releases. I think so. Yeah. So I mean, it's not. Technically the first one.
You're in the ball. I think where the real schism is on the DS. It's whether it's Platinum, Heart Gold, or Black and White 2 mostly.
Right. Yeah.
I am squarely in the Black and White.
Black and White fan. Interesting.
Yeah, Black.
That was the first generation I didn't play, but I ended up watching Let's Plays of it, and I was like, oh, this was actually it looked pretty good, but
yeah, see,
I just didn't play it.
You're the reason X and Y happened.
Sad. Don't put that on me.
See, Black and White 2 are the worst selling Pokemon games, and they're the best too. But no game afterwards has had nearly enough content.
Literally true. Literally true. That's why, like, I mean, I played X and Y. I had Y, and I was like, it was fine, I guess, but it's not one I'm gonna replay ever.
Yeah, you could make an argument as like, oh yeah, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire has like enough content, but like because you can catch all the legendaries through the wormholes. Still no Battle Frontier. But
wow, sad.
Yeah.
No, I think content wise they peaked with Gen 2 because you literally got like the entire first game bundled with the second game.
Yeah. I mean, with like in the Game Boy Color version, like there was a lot of cut corners when it came to the whole extra region. Like there was areas you can't access, but in the remakes, you can go in everything in Kanto. You could even like go into the same cave Mewtwo was in Kanto.
Right, yeah.
So
yeah, I love me. I had Soul Silver, and it was a great time.
Yeah.
But still, I don't know. Fire Emblem. I'm not Fire Emblem. Fire Red. That's gonna be my pick.
Fair. Did you? I'm assuming you haven't played Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee.
No, I was thinking about it, and I was just like, I don't know. I haven't gotten a Pokemon since I guess it was Ultra Sun that I had, and I didn't even finish it. I just kind of like it's like not into it.
The worst part is like the Ultra games are literally a worse story than Sun and Moon.
Yeah, I didn't realize that because I got I was always like, okay, well, the third generation, or not third gen, but like the third version of the game is the better one. But then, like, starting with Black and White, they made sequels, so I just kind of assumed, okay, well, this isn't a sequel to the Alolan stuff. I could just pick this up, and I don't know, couldn't get into it.
Yeah, I mean, like the story in Sun and Moon was coherent. Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon kind of does fall apart.
So sad.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, but that is what were we even? Oh yeah, we're talking about Kirby.
Kirby.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, not gonna pick that. Yeah, probably not gonna pick that up at launch. I'll wait until it's like, cheap, or unless that there's like, unless I'm in a pinch and there's like, oh yeah, I have 3 people over. Let's play Kirby.
True.
Let's play a platformer.
It could be fun. Nice drunk Kirby. We could do a drunk Kirby play.
Really?
I don't know. There's probably rules for that.
Yeah, you're assuming I'm 21.
I mean.
Yeah, we got a sneak peek at Pikmin 4. I mean, that's kind of it. That's kind of it. We don't know anything else. It took us like 7 years because we knew this existed for 7 years, and then nothing. There's we got nothing, and now it's back. So hopefully it's something good. Hopefully. Yeah, and then okay, let's go.
Nintendo's so bad about that, Like, what even is going on with Metroid Prime 4? Have we heard anything about that?
Not since
not since they released the number.
No, like they released a video, and I want to
say
in
2018
or 2019 that said development has completely restarted.
Interesting.
Yeah, there was a bit more of a story to it, but the developers went back to Retro Studios, I think, which was the studio that made the first 3 games.
Right.
Yeah, so that's basically in limbo right now. But if Retro Studios taking care of it, then I trust it. I trust the plan. All right.
Always trust the plan.
Yeah, but yeah, so let's go a little fat. Okay, so wow, they announced the Splatfest in this direct, and the Splatfest already happened. Very cool. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass 3 has they only announced 2 of the courses so far. Merry Mountain from Tour and Peach Gardens from Mario Kart DS. I do like that. I do like Mario Kart DS. Yeah, like
I mean, true.
could you argue Mario Kart is the same? It's the same factor when it comes to like the age thing, because like, oh well, whether your favorite's like, oh, Mario Kart 64 or Double Dash or Wii.
Yeah, I think you could. I'm trying to think. Like my favorite. I mean, the first one I played was Double Dash, but the one I actually had for myself was Mario Kart DS, and I think I played that one the most, and that's
Yeah.
probably my favorite. But I've only really played 3.
Man of culture myself.
Beautiful game.
For real. Yeah, because like have you seen a lot of like Zoomers popping up that saying like Mario Kart Wii is the best?
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know about that.
Yeah, yeah. Real. I mean, like, Mario Kart 8 is fantastic. Don't get me wrong.
True. This is true.
But, yeah, I've see, with Mario Kart DS, that like I don't even know how long I was playing that until Mario Kart 8 or Wii came out. But then we just had Mario Kart 8 for like since 2014. And
Way too long.
yeah,
But no, I mean, I had Mario Kart DS, and then I also had Mario Kart Wii, and I would literally just not play Mario Kart Wii, and I just keep playing DS, like in the same room, 'Cause the game's just so good. I can't help it.
Yeah.
I can't help.
The aesthetic, the art style of Mario Kart Wii was not good in my opinion.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
It does not look good. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Expansion Pass DLC Volume 2. There's that for Xenoblade fans. I have not played Xenoblade yet. When I have like 300 hours to spare, I'll go through the entire thing.
I'm satisfied with just seeing what's the blonde one who's in Smash?
Shulk.
No, not the
Mithra?
man. Mithra. I mean, him too. Shirtless Shulk in the bathing suit. We're here for it.
Yeah.
Xenoblade's a franchise that like I want to get into, but I just don't have the time right now.
Real. Bayonetta 3 launches on Switch October 28th. That is this month. Wow.
Interesting. Didn't they replace the voice actress for her?
I
think they got a new one. It was like a little bit of a controversy.
I did not hear about. I know the voice actor for most of the Street Fighter 6 characters are changing.
Interesting. Yeah, because they're trying to go in like a new direction with that one, I think.
Yeah,
at least aesthetic wise.
There was a tweet or a headline I saw that Ken's voice actor was changed purely because of political reasons, but I have no idea if there's any truth in it or not.
I did see that too, and the comments were saying a lot of the voice actors are changing. So I think we'd have to wait and see, because the voice actor for Ken also voices Dante, which is also Capcom. So if a new Devil May Cry comes out, then we'll see. Yeah, and okay, all right. We got 2 more left for the direct. We got Octopath Traveler 2. All right, this is the first one is one of my favorite games of all time. I love this HD 2D aesthetic.
Yeah, I need to play it because it's ever since I saw it, I had it on the list, and I was originally going to buy it on a Switch at some point, and then I saw I think they came out like on Xbox. And I was like, oh well, I can get that because I still feel a little bit of dopamine when I get those achievements. So, but I just haven't gotten around to it.
I know on it's because it's on PC as well. On Switch, it runs at 30 frames per second. I'm sure on Xbox it probably could run.
I don't want to insult you peasants, but I do in fact have a Series X. So
Whoa.
I'm over here living my best life.
Yeah,
got a Series X I barely play.
Real. Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of I think Octopath Traveler was also on Game Pass at some time.
Yeah, it was, and I had it installed, and I was just like, I'll get to you one day, and I've never gotten to it.
Or and then yeah, I like this art style. I like how they're like they remade Live Alive like with this art style. That was really cool. And they have a triangle strategy also in that style. I mean, I have Live Alive. I have not played it yet. So we're in the same boat with two different games.
I mean, it happens, man. You know,
Yeah.
I want to play, but what is it? The spirit is willing, but the flesh is so weak.
And then we have The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
Of course.
It launches May 12th, 2023.
Nobody cares about that game. Move on.
True. Yeah, Zelda fell off, dude. Who
I-
cares?
I literally said like I pre-ordered this game.
It happens.
I don't usually do, but I did.
I know. I think that's fair. It's fine. Nothing wrong with it.
Like to be fair, it was like the GameStop $5 down, so it's not like a huge investment, and I can cancel anytime.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be. I need to replay the first Breath of the Wild, on stream maybe. Drop a like in chat if you want if you want me to play Breath of the Wild. Definitely before playing this new game, which I have a feeling it might burn a hole through some of the older Switch models.
Sad.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked Breath of the Wild a lot. I think it's kind of at this point, I think it's like overhated. Because a lot of the times I see it mentioned, it's people like harping on it. And
Yeah.
saying, oh, yeah, I did. And then it's like, I don't know. I still think it's really good, but I am one of those fans. I'm sure Nintendo hates me because they were like, one of the biggest complaints with Zelda before was like the dungeon format. It's like, oh, you just go to a dungeon, you use the item, you beat the mid, or you go to the dungeon, you beat the mid boss, you get the new item, use it for the rest of the dungeon, and then that's it. You never use it again, really. And then so they get Breath of the Wild and there's no dungeons, and you can start off with like all the major stuff. And I'm playing Breath of the Wild, and I'm like, yeah, these shrines are cool, but like, can you give me a real dungeon again? I kind of miss it.
I don't know. I thought the shrine was good enough for its importance in what it was. The more dungeon-y things were the divine beasts, was it? Those I did not enjoy as much.
Yeah, like I liked the Divine Beast. The problem I had with it was like all four of them kind of looked like they had the same kind of aesthetic with only slight variations. And I'm comparing it to like, where's my, like my forest temple? Where's my temple of light? Or where's my, like, I want more varied dungeon aesthetics. And since you have the Divine Beast that all kind of look the same, and then the shrines that all kind of look the same, it sort of, it didn't sit too well with me. But luckily, like the overall was just so great. Just walking around and like that made me like go, okay, this is fine. I just would have liked, maybe like half the shrines and then make like 4 other dedicated dungeons. That would be, so that's kind of what I'd want from like Breath of the Wild too. Maybe Tears of the Fallen Kingdom, but I'd want, just give me like a couple dungeons with some variation.
So do you think, because there's like you could chalk up the dungeons to, or the shrines to different archetypes. Like there's a test of strength, like test of courage, or what you know what I mean, right?
Right. Yeah, I got what you're saying.
So like, do you think is like, say the test of strength has this aesthetic going for it? These types of shrines have this aesthetic.
Yeah, I think that would work.
And also that would make them more. You could distinguish them, like from like in the overworld.
Right. Yeah. I think that's a good idea. Hey, Nintendo.
Hey,
how late into development are we?
hire this man.
True.
Real. Do you think we're gonna get playable Zelda at all?
Probably. Probably not, but maybe.
Yeah, that's around where I lean right now. It's like probably not. I wouldn't really care either way, depending, like, how, like, is it gonna be like the same game with Zelda? Is it just gonna like, or is it? I don't know. It could be like she
Yeah,
plays so
I was
differently.
thinking. Yeah, I was thinking more like you could do the main game and then release a DLC where you play as Zelda, and she's like a slightly different Link. I guess. Well, I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't know if that would really work as well. But I mean, I guess you could put Sheik in there like that. Have her
yeah,
take the Sheik mantle and then make her play like a faster but weaker Link or something. Just kind of differentiate in some way. I'd be okay with that.
yeah. We need Sheik to come back for real,
Honestly, this is
for real.
this is unironically so true.
So true. All right, I think that is all the topics that we have gone through. But I like to thank you all for joining us on the return of the Gamer Gear podcast. All right, and I'd like to thank the T-Man and Culture Crusader. All right.
Ew.
Hey, yeah, if I yeah, because I think I messaged you on Twitter like the day you were like taking a break from it.
You did, and
Yeah.
I checked like a couple days ago, and I was like,
No.
ooh, I kind of just left this man. He was messaging me. I was like, I'm not gonna message him just yet because I'm not trying to come back. And then I got an email. I was like,
Oh,
oh, okay,
yeah.
never mind. I should probably
Yeah.
like. So I was like, I'm gonna come back to Twitter now and just kind of self-manage to make sure I'm not spending too much time because I don't want to miss out on anything.
Yeah, because like sometimes I'd be like, okay, once per day I'll check just for like DMs, messages, but I wasn't sure. But yeah,
Right. I was literally just checking. Like, I wonder if I got suspended yet. Who knows?
I'm-
So I was just pull it up. And I see a message
oh
like,
yeah,
oops.
yeah, there was like a ban wave going through Twitter.
Yeah. I don't think I'm spicy enough, but I still wanted to cover my
Yeah,
bases.
me neither. Yeah, thank you both for having us on, and make sure you check out the Dragon's Treasure Tea. Link is in the description, and join the giveaway. If you leave notes when you're ordering, this is for the giveaway. Then you will have a chance to enter for a PS5. All right,
And also, I'll also mention this a little bit because I find that people always seem to forget is when you use his coupon code, he gets a little bit of money back.
real,
And the more you buy, the more he gets back.
real.
Yeah, so it's not a favor thing, it's a business thing. Give him more money by giving me more money.
Real. It's mutually beneficial. Yeah, but
Right.
yeah, that has been the return of the Gamer Gear podcast. I hope to see you for many episodes and seasons more. Cause I'm liking the new format, frankly.
Yeah, I'm gonna be blocking you on Twitter as soon as we end this, and then I'm just gonna be ghosting all of your messages.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry about it.
You'll be in the same league as Jason Schreier and Adam
True.
Sessler.
You know what? Now you're talking me out of it because I'm not nearly as cool enough to hang out with those guys.
Okay, yeah, all right, let me just all right, I bookmarked that, so the podcast portion is ending. I'm gonna be like reading a few chats now, and yeah, this is just gonna be for the live. So yeah, for my guests, feel free to leave whenever you want. I'll just be responding to chats.
Alrighty, man. Well, see you around.
See you later, Mr. Friend.
Yep, see you
Farewell.
later. All right,
Adieu.
peace out. Yeah, so Yoshkin says DS has the best single player. That is true. Wii is the best, only slightly beating Double Dash. Yeah, because I know like Wii has some broken exploits that you can do with it, which pretty broken exploits. Pyra and Mithra, yeah. Ender Dragon. Do you play the new Splatoon 3 yet? I've streamed it multiple times. So yeah, make sure you watch my Splatoon 3 streams. That'd be pretty epic. Play Fester's Quest for the NEE. I'm assuming that's just type of NES. Yeah, I mean it wouldn't be There wouldn't be too much to it. It's like it's an NES game. How much content can I get out of that? Frankly, but that's really the case there. It would probably just be like a meme video. What's up, guys? We're playing Chester's Quest or Fester's Quest. Breath of the Wild would be a good stream. That is true. That'd be multiple. Or I don't know. Maybe I could beat it in just like very little time. Play ET for the Atari. Yeah, I mean that does fall into the same camp as Fester's Quest, but I wouldn't rule it out. Breath of the Wild is a fantastic game. It's the only Zelda game I played. True. Oh, real name. We want Link. Yeah, Linkle. Bring back Linkle. Yeah, that's true. That like Link. Yeah, because that was that Hyrule Warriors 3DS that was announced for. Or was it just normal? I don't know why. Who at Nintendo thought a 3DS port of Hyrule Warriors was a good idea? It runs like trash on the 3DS. Yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, okay. Yoshkin says gold guns for me was Tracer, Mei, Diva, Zarya, Mercy, Symmetra. Yeah, Yoshkin. I feel like we could have met. We could have crossed paths when we were playing Overwatch. Yoshkin says Linkle isn't canon. Linkle isn't canon yet, okay? Linkle isn't canon yet. It's soon. Okay, by the way, my model has been glitching out this whole time. Not very epic. Not cool. SMH my head. Yoshi says, so Mario Party? Yeah, I'll need to know. I'll need to just see what time it's happening. And, I don't know, like, there might be something that comes up. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. All right, you're gonna be watching the ad. If you're not watching an ad currently, it's because you have ad block. And if you have ad block, you should probably donate with the super chat function. Because currently I have not set up any other way. I haven't set up a Cash App yet. That'll be soon. Yeah, but I hope you all enjoy the return of the Gamer Gear podcast. And with that,